University here. So this is it, the first of the semi-finals between Nixon of the USA and Hsieh of Hong Kong. So if you're new to the sport, this is Epee. It's a point weapon. It's the longest of the three weapons in fencing. And the whole of the body, including the feet, is a target area. And what separates Epee from the other two, saber and foil, is that there is no right of way in Epee. If both fencers hit around about simultaneously, then both fencers get a point. So a lead, very important in Epee. That's why Epee matches tend to start a little bit more cagily, as the fencers are trying to work out, if they make an action, what response they get. And particularly when you've got this left-hander versus right-hander. Nixon, the left-hander, has a very good sweeping octave parry to hit on the leg. Now, no hit has been scored within the first minute, so both fencers will get a passivity card, a yellow passivity card, and that's different from another yellow card, which could be for other infringements like ducking or deliberate core-to-core body contact. A passivity card has been issued to both fencers because the score is tied. Now, if one fencer was to take the lead, and no hit was scored within a minute, the trailing fencer would be given a passivity card, and that would give a point to their opponent. So they're playing with fire here a little bit, in that they could be heading to another passivity card, another 20 seconds of no hit. Well, nothing's going on. In another 8 seconds, is someone going to do something? The referee will call halt again, and P-red shown. Now, actually going to see some fencing. A minute left in this first of the 3-minute periods. Dinging around the guards, looking to hit on the wrist. Double scored. So the scores was one apiece because with the P-red they both got they both shipped a point to their opponent with those passivity red cards, and now they've scored a double. So the score sits at 2 apiece. We're going to tick down to the break. Chances are they're not going to try and hit each other in the next 15 seconds, but you never know. They're both playing this rather slow waiting game, and we're going to get to this 1-minute break, and we've not really learnt much other than that both fencers haven't really committed yet, shall we say. Well, a smattering of applause for not much action. But there is things to learn. So the coaches are and have been looking at all of the actions that the fencers have done, all the pronating and suprapronating of the wrist, hitting around the guard. They've all been about trying to work out what their opponent will do if they make a particular move. It's a game of bluff and double bluff, and there's been a lot of information gained in that first period. Although the scores are tied at 2 apiece, and we've only had one double scored, there has been a learning experience for both of these fencers, and the question is who will capitalize on that first. So we score up to 15 for whoever's leading after the 2 3-minute periods. If the scores are tied at the end of the average time, a lovely hit to the foot there from Nixon, and then we go to a penalty minute. So Nixon now. Nixon now with a 1-point lead. So the onus is on Hsieh to attack. So very similar world rankings as well. Nixon's 25 years old, ranked 18 in the world. Hsieh found her way through that. And leveling the scores. Hsieh, 22 years old, ranked 25 in the world. They've both come back from the World Championships. And good close quarters work from Nixon there to land. Hsieh came in, but Nixon was able to lift her arm right up there and hit with that preem attack. So things are hotting up. So they've just come back from the World Championships. Hsieh now leveling the score. And she was 16th in Milan in the women's Epee competition. And Nixon 34th. So 4 apiece, things have settled back down. So Nixon's taken the lead a couple of times. She has come right back with single hits. Well, she made the attack there. It was attack from the right. She tried to get hold of the blade of Nixon, but Nixon was wise to it and was able to land a hit, and so double scored. But it was Hsieh that made the move to attack. Nixon going for the foot there, but Hsieh very quickly out of the way. So that time it worked better for Hsieh. She made the attack there and was able to beat the blade out of the way and continue through with the attack. So the old low high there from Nixon, going for the foot and coming straight back up. Well, again, when she comes in like that, Nixon is so good in close quarters. That's the second point that she scored like that. Almost a carbon copy of the previous point where they came almost core a core. But when the scores level, that's when things settle back down again. The lead is so important. That time she couldn't land, trying to hit on the arm of Nixon, but Nixon was able to just beat it with distance. Well, she just checking that her Epee was working there, but it didn't hit. Nixon again going for that low, high approach. Well, after a slow start, it's been a very entertaining second period. But I think Hsieh is now happy just to get this through to the break and have a chat with her coach. A 1-point deficit is manageable. doesn't want to give another one away before the break. And Nixon, well, she's happy with that 1-point lead. Gold medal is a distinct possibility. Bronze medal matches in fencing. Both of the defeated fencers will get a bronze, so there will be 2 bronze medalists. So here we go with the third period, 3 minutes of fencing. Nixon of the USA, slender lead over Hsieh of Hong Kong. Nixon tried to get over the top of the guard there of Hsieh, but Hsieh came underneath and hit on the bottom of the wrist. Hsieh definitely the more aggressive of the two. And now it is Nixon's turn to try and level the score. Beating of the blade there. Just trying to knock. She's doing this on the defense. She's trying to. You know that Nixon has to come forward, so she is now very much in defensive mode, and she's going in with this beating of the blade and a ducking counter. So Nixon was attacking, and then the blade, the knock up, and then ducked underneath the point of Nixon as she came through. So instead of trying to beat the blade away, ducked underneath it, nipped in underneath, and it's now a 2-point lead for Hsieh. And it's now a 3-point lead for the Hong Kong fencer from Notre Dame University. Really there, the referee, just when a weapon is surrendered to the referee, it doesn't go back in the bag. It can't be used again until it goes back through weapon control. Nixon from Princeton. Against Hsieh Kaylin representing Notre Dame. Both big fencing universities. So here we go, 2 minutes left on the clock. 2 minutes for Nixon to try and level the scores. 15 the target for Hsieh. Just closing the distance without any real intent to attack. fact, she was able to double out. So 2 more points required for Hsieh. Great example of when you get the lead in Epee. You're in a much better position. Attacks the foot there from Nixon, missed, and Hsieh able to pick her off. And that's that. And Kaylin, the 22-year-old from Hong Kong, is through to the gold medal match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is Kaylin from Hong Kong, China.
Disappointment there for Kasia Nixon. Stayed in that match and was actually a slender lead at the second break. But when we went into the third period, it was Kaylin that was able to put the accelerator. Confirmation of that result. You see how all those points came thick and fast in the third period. She wins that one 50.